What's good, YouTube? It's your boy the Real Quinn Jr. and I'm back with another video on Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker. Today we're gonna be finishing the clothing series breakdown, or at least the general basic clothing skills that everybody can get. Now there are gonna be a few clothing skills that we're not gonna be talking about in this video, just because they're pretty self-explanatory, and if you read the description, there's not really much variance that's gonna come with it. But if this is some content you think you might be interested in, go ahead and just stay tuned to the end of the video. And if you've been keeping up with this series throughout the whole thing, hey, I really appreciate it. And today we're going to be finishing all the Shinobi boosts for the basic accessories. So not the top clothing or the bottom clothing, but we're going through all the accessories today. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you can know whenever I post new videos. But let's go ahead and get into this content.
Just to lay out your own domain. Wait, so that was the best you can do, Austin.
息がくせえ。
So when we get into all the Shinobi boosts we're going to be breaking down today in the finale, we're going through 10 different Shinobi boosts. So yeah, we're going to be talking about a lot, but we're not going to be going in depth in all 10 of them because some of them are pretty self-explanatory and they're pretty hard to actually test. So we start off with Battle Hardened. Everybody know it instantly refills a set amount of health after you defeat an enemy, so you're just going to get some life back once you defeat somebody. Unbending Will greatly reduces ninjutsu cooldown time when your health drops below a certain point. Also pretty self-explanatory. Renewed Focus makes it easier for close-range attacks to break enemies' guard. This is something that wasn't really that effective, and you're going to see in the video. Opportunist boosts damage of certain ninjutsu when an ally is knocked out. That's a pretty weird thing to make. It's kind of like, certain ninjutsu, so how are we supposed to know what that is? Redoubled Effort greatly boosts movement speed for a period of time after respawning. You're going to see that this is actually a pretty effective one, but it doesn't last that long. Vengeful Fury provides a large close-range attack power boost for a period of time after an ally is defeated. Lone Raging Wolf increases maximum health during solo matches, however it can be used in survival exercises or Ninja World Face-Off, so it can't be used in those two modes. Last Stand greatly boosts close-range attack power when your health drops below a certain amount. Back from Brink shortens wait time until waiting to respawn. And then lastly, 1 in a million, which I think might be one of the best ones, shortens ninjutsu cooldown time when an enemy is knocked out. So we're going to be going over pretty much most of these in depth, besides the Lone Raging Wolf and Battle Hardened and a few others. Alright, let's go ahead and get to this. Okay, so when we start off first, we got to go back over Reckless Charge because we got some things wrong. While I do feel like it does increase the strength of the first strike of a charging attack, this is what it really does. It increases the charging distance. It's more effective when enemies are running, and it's great with long weapons. So basically, this clothing skill actually increases the distance that you charge whenever you're actually trying to chase somebody down. And it is more effective with longer weapons. So if you're using like attack and you're using like, the Kara pace or just normal hand-to-hand, you're not going to see as much of a difference. You see here, I tried to test the distance roughly by dodging back and seeing, but you're going to see on the right, you do charge a decent amount farther. And you can get you can start your charge from a farther distance and you see that you're going to connect. So also we're going to see what it looks like when you're actually chasing somebody down. Because like I said, this is when the clothing skill is the most effective because it's going to allow you to close the gap in the distance whenever somebody's running. So you're not going to have to worry about somebody being able to get away from you. And I feel like this is very effective with defense builds because of the fact that defenses don't really move that fast. But you're going to see right here, the difference is, you can see on the left, since I'm using just a normal attack weapon, I'm not able to reach. But you see right here with the ranged weapon, I'm almost able to reach just from that small charge right there. And that can be the difference between, you catching a healer before they can get off the healing tag, or, if you and your teammates are trying to catch somebody, if you're trying to catch the flag. So Reckless Charge, actually, now that we come back through it, is very effective, and it's something that can really be utilized because it reduces. It just makes it allow you to come farther and you can just reach people when they're running. So we move over to Renewed Focus. This one has a minimal effect and it's canceled out by Indestructible. So if you remember, Renewed Focus is supposed to make it easier for you to break your opponent's guard. And I usually have an issue with clothing skills that, you know, have something to do with guard, because it really just depends on the class that you're going up against and also just the weapon that you're using. It seems like different weapons will break guards with a different amount. And you're going to see right here, when we actually get into the breakdown of the video, regardless if Renewed Focus is equipped or not, it's only going to take one combo to break it. So you see right here, I'm using the Itachi's blade, and right here you're going to see one is equipped, one is not equipped, and it still takes one combo to break with or without Renewed Focus. Which, you know, so it's kind of strange to really gauge how well this clothing skill really works towards breaking guard. And maybe it will be more effective if, you know, it's going up against something like Indestructible. Then you see right here, regardless, I mean, Renewed Focus is probably not that necessary anyway, because you can break somebody's guard just by using a strong Y attack or a strong triangle attack if you're on PlayStation. So this clothing skill didn't really do too well, and it's something that's not really that useful. When we come over to Unbending Will, it's very effective. It greatly reduces cooldown, and it activates once the health bar goes red. So you're going to see in this video a lot of the accessory skills that activate whenever your health is low, like your last chance. These ones have a drastic effect compared to just whenever the clothing skills that they're going to activate whenever an ally dies or something like that. The ones that have something to do with your health bar are definitely going to have more of a drastic effect, and you're going to see right here how it lasts. So there's no specific time limit. This is going to last for the whole time that your health is in this red bar mode. And you're going to see normally the total oil bombs, I believe it takes 15 to 16 seconds to come back. You're going to see right here, it comes back in 10 seconds, which is crazy. It comes back in 10 seconds while you're in this state. So it might be a little bit dangerous to run around with your health this low, but you're going to get your jutsus are just going to come back crazy. So you're going to see right here, normally palm rotation, I believe, takes 10 seconds to come back. You're going to see when we're in this state of our ninjutsu coming back quicker, it takes 6 seconds. So you see right here again, it's going to reduce. It's not going to matter if it's a jutsu that already has a short cooldown. It's still going to come back quicker. So when we go through Vengeful Fury, it has a slight difference. It's more effective in VR missions, and it lasts for 8 seconds. So, you know, Vengeful Fury is supposed to increase your close range attack power whenever an enemy or whenever one of your allies passes away, whenever they die. So it's supposed to make you, you know, be able to hit harder and take off more health. Now, I don't think you're going to see much of a difference when it comes, you know, in PvP or something like that. But whenever it's coming to, like, you know, VR missions or something like that, you're going to see. And it's also just because the time period is so short. It's only 8 seconds. So, I mean, there's no telling if you're really going to be around people within that 8 seconds. But you're going to see right here how it looks whenever I'm striking with it. How much more, you know, how less amount of attacks it actually takes to knock this enemy out. You see right here, I can finish a whole combo and that person doesn't die. But you see right here, with the pack boost right here, takes one combo and that enemy is wiped out, compared to when I started my combo with their health halfway and I still barely finished them off. So Vengeful Fury does seem like it does have an effect, but it just depends on if you're actually going to be close to an enemy when one of your allies die, if you're going to be able to use this. So Last Stand is like Vengeful Fury, but it's a lot more effective. It activates when the health goes into red. I feel like this one doubles your attack power, and it's also maybe more effective for VR missions. But this one is also something that you can predict a lot more. You're not going to really be able to predict whenever one of your allies are getting ready to die, unless, you know, you're in a party with somebody or something like that. With this one, it's going to activate as soon as your health goes low. And like I said before, these clothing skill accessories that are associated with your health have a much more drastic difference. So you're going to see right here, you're going to see how I'm able just to knock off health. Took two hits, and I got him out of there that quickly, compared to it taking a whole combo with just the Vengeful Fury. So this Last Stand, it can be pretty effective, but like I said, you're not going to want to run around with your health low for too long. So it just depends on risk and reward with that one. So back from Brink, this one's supposed to just basically reduce the amount of time that it takes for you to respawn. So it takes off roughly 1 second. Seems like it goes more by percentage. So the longer your respawn time, the more it may take off, which is why I said may take more time off depending on respawn time. So things like the Grand Sand Mausoleum and things that increase your cooldown, your respawn time, this could make you come back quicker, and it could be your way to combat that, but I'm not sure how effective it's going to be with that. So you're going to see right here, starts off with 5 seconds whenever I just, die normally, and this is just from normal melee attacks. Now you're gonna see when I have it equipped, when I die, it's gonna come back in 4 seconds. You're gonna see the timer starts at 4 seconds, and then I'm able to respawn. So it took off 1 second roughly, which, I mean, I don't think it's a drastic difference. So we come to Redoubled Effort. It lasts for around 9 seconds and is similar to teleportation jutsu. So the speed boost that you get is pretty effective. Now the fact that it lasts for 9 seconds, you might be able to actually cover a decent amount of ground with this clothing skill. Do I feel like it's effective for things like survival mode and attack battle? Maybe not so unless you're trying to get the scroll, but things like base battle and definitely flag battle, this can definitely be effective if you're trying to defend the flag and somebody defeats you. You can come back and respawn quickly and actually be able to catch up and get the flag. But you're gonna see right here, once I respawn, the movement speed boost is pretty cool. I feel like this clothing skill would be a little bit better if it also increased your attack tracking. That would be amazing. But you're gonna see right here, when I respawn and I move around, the movement speed boost is about, pretty similar to what you get from teleportation jutsu. And you could possibly say super light and boulder also, because both of those jutsus increase your movement speed and your action speed. So like I said, I definitely feel like this can be effective for things like flag battle and base battle if you're trying to hurry up and swing back around to help your allies or just catch the person that has your team's flag. This is definitely going to allow you to get there. And 9 seconds is a decent amount of time. And that's what you're going to see with most of these accessory skills. It's not just some short thing. They last for a decent amount of time, which is pretty effective and pretty helpful. So we go over to Opportunist. It lasts for around 9 seconds. And you're unsure of the jutsu that it affects. This clothing skill would be a lot better if you actually knew what jutsus it affects. It just says once an ally is defeated, that it boosts the strength of certain ninjutsu. So we don't know if this is only fireballs or if this is only melee jutsu. We have no idea what it is. If you do know, drop in the comments if you've seen this actually affect some jutsu. But what you need to know is that it lasts for 9 seconds, which is a pretty decent amount of time. But it's also just the randomness of not knowing, when your ally is actually going to go down. But you see right here, the up arrow is indicating that this is activated. So, it's something that's easily able to, time and track. You can't really track the stuff that goes off your health because you're not going to know when it's activated because there's no arrow coming up. But with this one, you can see that it lasts for 8 seconds. So you have 8 seconds to fire off some jutsu. 1 in a million. Very effective. It activates with each kill, lasts for 9 seconds, and it's similar to Clear Mind. This is definitely one of the ones that I feel like is one of the best accessory clothing skills Shinobi boost that you can have on. It's crazy that this activates every single time you down an enemy, which is crazy. And I even tested it in the VR mission. The arrow just stays up. So even in a VR mission, as soon as you take somebody down, it goes up. And I believe this is even with assist kills. So even if it's not fully you're going to see right there, the up arrow is up and it's going up right now. So you're going to see also how much of an effect it really had on how, quickly your ninjutsu comes back was a little bit varied, but, it's still, a boost, and it's a pretty good thing to have if you don't want to be running Clear Mind. This could be your replacement for Clear Mind, because as soon as you get somebody down, you're going to see right here, normally I believe the Onyx Chidori takes about 15 seconds to come back. With it equipped, it takes about 13, so it takes off about 2 seconds, which, perfect. So, that's going to be it. I mean, that's the finale of, the basic Shinobi boost breakdown. Like I said, I will be going over some special ones, and if there's a certain one that you want to see, drop it in the comments. But this is, as far as the dedicated ones that I'm doing, this is the end of that. But in this video, you got to see, some of these accessory skills are actually pretty slept on. So, just running battle hardened, you really might be limiting yourself. Just if you're just, only using battle hardened. Especially if you have something that already gives you back health anyway, you could definitely utilize something better than battle hardened, like Unbending Will or Last Stand. Any of these things, like I said, the ones that are the most effective are going to be the ones that are attached to your health. So when your health gets low, having something that reduces your ninjutsu cooldown time can really be effective. But if I had to say my favorite one just from seeing this video, it's definitely probably going to be Unbending Will. I definitely feel like Unbending Will is effective, and it's going to be very useful because this, your ninjutsu gets reduced each time that you get a kill. So that's very effective. But let me know in the comments how y'all felt about, this whole series, and how much of these videos have helped y'all, create better builds and, just become better at the game. And remember also, I did Reckless Charge in this video, and you know, I was wrong in the last one. Reckless Charge is actually pretty effective, and I'll probably be running this on my builds if I don't have lightning speed, you know, attached. But if this is something that helped you, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you can know whenever I post new videos. I do these videos for y'all, and I do them to help everybody. And remember, comment down in the comments any special clothing skills that you want to see me go through, and I'll definitely move those up on the list. But I thank y'all for staying tuned in for the whole series, those of y'all that's been here from the beginning, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. We up.